Hello guys, just before the video starts, do me a big favour, like the video, comment on the video, subscribe to the channel, because YouTube loves interaction and a lot of people watch, they just don't interact. So do all that for me, and definitely check out drivermatty.com. Enjoy the video. Nice one for tuning in. Hello guys, just a little video. I have covered this subject in the past, but the issue is I'm having problems at the moment. And I wanted to make you aware about buying a car in 2024. Now, I will still probably buy my own car in the future, but with this information in mind now. So, as you know, when you settle a car, when you hire a car, rent a car for Uber or private hire, right? You pay 230 quid a week, yeah? 230 quid a week. And that comes off your tax bill completely. You've got no expenses. It's super secure. If it breaks, you get another one. Right, all the insurance and everything, maintenance is included, but it's expensive. Works out about £1,000 a month, not including fuel. So it is expensive, but not much risk, super safe. But for the tax benefits, it all comes off your tax bill. So when you purchase a car, Tesla Model S, right, I pay £700 a month in finance, but I can only claim back all my repairs and service and maintenance. But for the finance, 700 finance, I can only claim back off the top of my head about 400. So I'm wasting 300 straight off, because all I can claim is depreciation and interest on my finance payments, right? So I can't claim it all back, my payments, for one. That's a big one. Two, I've come to remortgage my house. I want to get the back garden done and everything else. And I've hit a problem. So my car comes off my profit, yeah? So just say last year I done whatever, just made up figures just because I can't remember my accounts. I done 40 grand last year. My expenses were 20 grand, which was my car and everything. So my profit was 20 grand, right? My expenses are gone, my car's gone, my profit is 20 grand. Mortgage company goes, right mate, how much profit have you earned over the last 3 years? And I went, averaged 20 grand after my car and everything else. 20 grand, 20 grand, 20 grand for the last 3 years. Great stuff. You got me 20 grand, brought it over here, and went, right, what's your expenses, mate? And when my car's gone, that's all took off from my profit. And then just go down a routine normal household expenses, maybe the odd loan, blah, 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 blah. And he went, oh, and he looked on my file, and when you got a finance here, 700 quid a month. This is the mortgage advisor. I went, yeah, it's my car, but don't worry, it come off me profits for me thingy. And he went, no, because you're self-employed, you're a driver, that's in your name, that's an expense. I went, but it's come off me profit. Do you know what I mean? And he went, it doesn't matter how it works. And I was fuming. So the fact that my car has come off me profit, it also shown as an expense. So then technically my 700 quid a month finance for this become a 1,400 quid a month expense. It come off me profit and it got added as an expense. Absolutely fuming, and we failed the remortgage. We had to go down other means. And a lot of people don't know this little thing that's so annoying. There's a few other things that's a major problem with owning a car. Is for one, your surprise repairs. As you know, I've had the odd time off with the car. The rear electric motor went under warranty, fine. The compression, air suspension compressor went. I was offline 2-3 days, about £1,000. And then the heater went last year, about £1,000. Do you know what I mean? So you'd have surprise, you know what I mean? There's lads of V-classes I know, DPF, knock sensor, 600 quid. One of the lads, he had all round brakes and discs. Do you know what I mean? But 500 quid, bam, 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 bam. So you pay out a lot when you're owning a car, especially doing this, servicing every 2 months. Obviously not for me, but a lot of others, servicing, bam, 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 bam. So you'd have all these, it's all a tax break, it all comes off your tax bill. Do you know what I mean? But you've got to have a nest egg, do you know what I mean? Where if you're settling, you don't have to have a nest egg, you know exactly how much you're paying. Something goes wrong, you give the car back, those payments stop, end of. Now, one thing that I've absolutely had nightmare with my car is, I don't know if you know, electric cars plummeted last year, second hand, after I paid this. So I'm in big negative equity with this. But the issue you've got is when you plate a vehicle, the depreciation on them drops. But we've done all the research with loads of the lads. So just say you got a normal car, right? And you put it in, as an example, an online seller like Motorway or We Buy Any Car, any of them. You put it on an online seller, they'll go 10 grand. Sad. Ticket box being used as taxi or private hire, you'll get offered 6.5. They're literally knocking 40% off for being a private hire or a taxi vehicle. I don't understand why, because we look after more than normal people do, because they look after us, don't they? But yeah, so we depreciate loads off the vehicles, electric or not electric. As soon as we plate it, we lose thousands, right? Trying to sell it, nightmare, because now it is all open in the air. Back in the day, you could plate your vehicle and kind of hide it and not tell anyone. Can't do that no more. All councils inform the government it's licensed as soon as you license it. So you don't even need a one of those those checks you get when you buy a vehicle. You don't even need to do one of them. Literally go to a clean air zone checker on Google and type your reg in. Type in now, go to Google, let me know in the comments. Go to Google and type in clean air zone checker, yeah? And it'll tell you your reg, put your reg in, and it'll pop up with all the clean air zones if you qualify or don't. But before that pops up, it'll say taxi/PHV, yes. They all know now it's a private hire vehicle. So to get rid of it is a nightmare. To get insured, obviously, is always a nightmare anyway. Everyone's going up with that sense. Do you know what I mean? And I just thought to make everyone aware, before you plate your vehicle, there's a lot of drawbacks with them. There's a lot of benefits as well. You can save a fortune. Like me being in this, I save a fortune in fuel and everything else. I can do a bit of chauffeur work, do my airport work. This is not me complaining about owning a vehicle, because I'll probably buy another vehicle. Do you know what I mean? Because the settled cars don't have the vehicles that I want. Do you know what I mean? Going forward, but I want to make sure everyone's aware. As soon as people contact me, I'm going to do Uber, I'm like, great stuff, mate. Make sure you settle, test it before you try. Go and settle a car for 6 months, because not a lot of people like the trade. A lot of people think it's a lot better than it actually is, as soon as you take off your expenses. And you go, oh no, I've got a car. You say like, whatever, I've got a flipping 20 grand Mondeo at home or something, whatever. And I go, I'll just get that plated. And I go, mate, as soon as you plate that car, you're minus 9 grand. As soon as you stick the plate on that car, mate. And he said, what do you mean? Because as soon as you plate that Mondeo, you do it for 2 months and get rid of the plate, or you don't want to do it no more. You've lost flipping 40% off that car. Oh, but I own it. I've lost anything, don't own it. But you still lost it, haven't you? If you sold that car now for 20 grand, you can't. It's now worth 11 as soon as you stick that plate on. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, the big finance now, all the big finance payments now is just like crazy, innit? Do you know what I mean? But I just want to make everyone aware of that little thing that happened to me with the mortgage. And is it really worth owning your own car on finance in 2024? I spoke to my accountants about it, Andrew Neary Accountants in Crosby. If you need an accountant, go check him out. I spoke to him about it and he said the same. You know, lad, these big finance now, big finance, you go and get a car, big finance, you're getting so many drawbacks from it now. It's really, really, really hurting. You know what I mean? I said to him, what do you reckon is the best option? And like, this is my opinion as well. He went, you're either best settling or renting, yeah, for minimum risk or whatever, or go and get a cheap car on finance or buy outright. Do you know what I mean? Don't get it, like, try and get a 4 or 5 grand Mondeo or a Ford Focus Estate or something like that. Get a small finance, get it paid off straight away. Or the worst, or the best thing you do is do your full term of your finance. If you've got a £5,000, 5-year finance, just try and get the full 5 years done and pay it off, and then the car's yours, whatever's left of it. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I just don't think going forward into 2025, I just don't think it's worth buying your own car for just Uber and general taxis. I really don't. Now, if you're going into the chauffeur work or airport work, you might have to get financed up. Do you know what I mean? Just bear in mind these drawbacks I've just told you in this video. Do us a favour, guys, like the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on TikTok, and definitely check out drivermatty.com. See you soon, guys, you gang of legends.